it was January 1st, 2011 when I witnessed life and death, and death and life happened in less than 5 minutes. So it started off with us coming from Arizona, going all the way to California. So my parents said, let's do a snowboarding trip. They said, it's a new year, new us, let's be a little bit spontaneous, let's have a family close, let's be a closer family than we are. And so we started off taking Death Valley, and it's a little shortcut from Arizona to California. And Death Valley is pretty much a two-way street, and it's really curvy, so you can't really tell anything that's going on there. So we were following, and it's me, my dad, my mom, and my brother in one car, and then my sister and her boyfriend are right behind us. And so we're just taking a strip going straight, and there's an RV right in front of us. And so my dad, being the hard-headed Italian that he is, he gets annoyed and frustrated that the RV guy is driving 10 miles per hour. So he's like, I need to cut this guy off. I'm sick and tired of him. So my dad just takes a quick glance, makes sure that everything's okay. He takes another glance to make sure the other side's fine to go. So we're on the go, about to cut the RV, and then that's where everything happened. So we're about to cut the RV, and then all of a sudden these two cars are going 90 miles per hour face to face to us, and we don't even know what's going on. We don't know what to do. So my dad is barely about to have time to curve inside the RV, and then all I can think about is my sister that's behind us. So it's like everything happens so fast, but it's so slow. And I can just remember just turning around and looking at my sister saying, no, all in slow motion. And I just see my sister get hit in front of one car, and then the other car that's right behind her car turn around, get hit, flip over, fall down, and then automatically all I think about is just open the door and I have to run to my sister. So I'm opening the door, my dad's busting a U-turn, I don't even have an idea what he's doing. I'm falling and stumbling and just running towards her. And then from there, it's just, all I can see is my sister's boyfriend just get out, no big deal, walking out. And I was like, okay, everything's fine, there's nothing wrong with her, she's gonna be good, we're all good, whatnot. And I'm talking to my sister, I'm like, Arlene, you need to wake up, Arlene. I'm like, Arlene, no response from my sister. So then I'm freaking out, and I'm like, she's dead. Cause there's no way, both cars hit her side, and I was like, my sister's dead. So I'm freaking out, I'm pushing my sister, I'm like, Arlene, I need you to wake up, please. And I can't get her out, so I'm I need her to get her out of the car. So I'm grabbing the handle of the door, literally trying to yank it, think I'm freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger, trying to pull her out. I'm I can't even do anything, so I'm frustrated, I'm trying to call 911, there's no service, there's nothing, so I get pissed and throw my chocolate phone against the freaking stand, and I'm trying to find out what to do, and I hear my mom there praying, and I don't even know what she's saying, and my dad's there trying to figure out how to get my sister out. And then that's just the moment that I was literally on my knees, and I was like, what am I going to do with my sister? And I thought that was the moment I was going to see my sister dead. And I just turned to my left-hand side, and I just see a random white butterfly. And you guys are wondering, what the hell does a white butterfly mean? And it's a symbol that my grandmother left a letter for us, and she said that, don't ever face fear. Whenever you need me, I'll be a white butterfly there for you. And it was a random white butterfly in the desert, and so I knew that she was there for me. And all of a sudden, the white butterfly disappears, and these two cars come in. And thankfully, one of the cars, a girl, she worked for UCLA Hospital, and she was a nurse. And she had an automatic contact to call the hospital. And so she calls the hospital, and I don't even know what she does. She just pulls out a needle, and she just sticks it to my sister, and all of a sudden, my sister just literally has an asthma attack. And she starts breathing and breathing and breathing. And I'm just like, Arlene, 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 calm down. Helicopters coming and whatnot, and my hair is blowing in, and just everything was happening so quick, and I just see her getting picked up from the helicopter and then gone. I don't even know what's going to happen to my sister. I didn't know anything. And so we're going to the hospital at UCLA, and all of a sudden the doctor comes out, and he says, you guys have a lucky daughter. Your daughter is totally fine. Nothing happened to my sister, no broken bones, no nothing. And she was totally coast clear. And the story out of that was the worst and best day of my life, because my sister and I are not close at all. I don't agree a lot of things that my sister does, but it made me more closer to her. It made me realize that you can lose anybody in a sec without even knowing it. And I'm truly blessed that I have her now with me, and next week we're going to Vegas. So sort of is just keep your family close to you, because one day they'll be gone, and then it's literally you won't know until that day happens.